Hello, welcome back to MultiTap Gaming. This is Andesino here, and this is our podcast number 31, I think.
31, yeah.
I
think so, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure, but once again, thank you for sticking with us if you're still about. Today, there's actually a lot of news. Unfortunately, we missed last week, so some of the news from last week, we've brought it onto here as well for this week, and also coupled up with this week's news. But once again, on the top left, I'm joined by Ams.
Cool.
And once again, down by the bottom, I'm joined by CJ.
In the building.
Yeah, first of all, before we begin, how have you lot been this week? Been alright?
Hey, yeah, it's been good, man. Me and Abs, we did some joint Warzone gaming. Got our first dub the other day. Weren't bad. Chuffed with that, chuffed with that. Now we're going to just take over the world and just win every time we play. No, obviously, we've played multiplayer for a while now, but I think it's time for us to, come and dominate the scene. Shouldn't be too hard. You're welcome to join us.
I'm trash at honestly, Call of Duty, you don't want me on your team. You don't want me on your team. I'm going to hold you back. Honestly, one of you have to be a constant medic for me. Honestly, just stand next to me and revive.
Yeah, no, you know what? You could do supply runs for us. So we run out of ammo.
You want me to go suicide runs for you?
Nah, we definitely need 3 people.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh, so what did you win on duos? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right, man. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. So, well, if anyone wants to join up, obviously leave a comment or whatever, and then I'm sure we will be able to sort out something anyway. So, yeah. Once again, you play on PS5, innit? Both. Of you,
Yeah,
innit?
but it's cross-platform, isn't it?
Yeah,
Preferably PS5 though, because that cross-platform stuff. Yeah, we was even playing earlier today, and all of a sudden this guy disappeared. And he reappeared on the other side of the building. And then we watched him after he killed us, and he dropped plates. His boy picked up the plates, and the plates were still on the ground. Like, he got full armor plates, and then his boy picked up the plates, and he had the same amount of plates again. So I don't know what they were doing, but
glitching at them seriously.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, there are a lot of hackers and stuff like that, innit? So I don't know if that's what they do or what, but unless they found a little glitch.
Yeah, but no, other than that, it's all good, man. I played a bit of Hitman this week as well. I don't really love it. I know we're going to talk about that later, but I've really been enjoying that, man. So that was cool as well. But you?
I haven't really been gaming.
How was it? Okay.
Other than Call of Duty, I haven't been playing much. I've been injured. That was fun. But I'm mostly healed now. I have bruises that I still haven't healed, and my leg's still swollen. I feel like it should have gone down by now, but it hasn't.
So what's your leg swollen got to do with playing games?
Just haven't been in the mood. I get home after hobbling all day and I'm tired. Go straight to sleep.
Oh, cry me a river, man. Get out of there.
I've told you already, you're a diva, honestly.
As you can see, the MultiTap team is very, very sympathetic to when people get injured. They're not asses at all.
You're an absolute diva.
It is what it is.
I'm going to come give both of you the same injury and then we're going to hear you talk.
Oh, whatever, mate. Whatever. All right, cool. So obviously we missed last week, unfortunately. But one of the big things that did come out from last week was about Xbox Live and Microsoft deciding that they wanted to increase the price of Xbox Live from, for the year, they were going to increase it from £50 to £86 for the year. And it was met with huge backlash. People like they're not having it or whatever. And then about a day or two later, they said, all right, we'll keep it the same way that it was. So what I wanted to find out is, why do you think Microsoft would now come up and say they want to increase Xbox Live? I know obviously it's more money for them, but it's not really the most gamer-friendly move. So why do you lot think Microsoft tried to do that?
They were trying to force people to go to Game Pass. I think that's what it was. Because Game Pass has it all attached, right? So they make it so that you pay an extra, £40 a year?
Yeah.
And you get all of these free games and you get the same services. I think that's what they were banking on. But it's money grabbing, man. Leave it alone. You man make enough money. You don't need all of it.
Also, the fact that the price of games have gone up so much now anyway, especially on other consoles. Like at the moment we're paying almost £70 for some games on PS5.
Yeah.
And that's not acceptable.
But they honestly looked at that and may have thought, if people are paying that and they put those prices up without much being said behind it, and people are still buying the games. They thought maybe they could try the same thing and see if it just went under the radar and people just ignored it. But they didn't ignore this one.
Mate, honestly, it's surprising though, because like the past year, Microsoft have been making some proper moves, like some proper gamer-friendly moves. Like everyone's been loving what they've been doing, and then they just come out with that one day and say like, "Oh, we're increasing the price." But luckily, they backtracked on it because when I was seeing on Twitter and YouTube, like people were not having it at all. No, not having it.
Strong
but sometimes you know what you say is all press is positive press or something like that. Is it?
Yeah.
So maybe they just done it on a bold move again, just to keep themselves in the loop and just to be present in the moment. You know, like at this stage, other than, well, the speaking about Halo coming out, what have they really been? What have we got? All the Medium, I guess, coming out. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just about just seeing what reaction they were going to get. The plans for the future, we're putting it up anyway. Their toes. Yeah, just chancing it just to see. If it worked out, then they'll be fine, isn't it? If it don't work out, they can backtrack. They're in no worse position than they already was, isn't it? So
yeah.
Sick of these game companies taking our money, man. Oh wait, you man have been making record profit every year, and you're saying we can't afford it. You can afford all of it.
But to be fair, Microsoft have probably made record profit because of the pandemic. Because obviously you've got stuff like Teams being used now. Yeah. People have to work from home. You have to use Microsoft services. Well, most people have to use Microsoft services. So
no, but in terms of
from Xbox,
gaming as a whole, they're talking about how stuff has got more expensive. You also have more players playing your game. You also have more things for people to pay for. Like back in the day, we would buy the game and that's it. Now we have to buy the game, we have to buy the console, we have to buy online services, we have to buy microtransactions, some of us. You're making more money than you've ever made. And you're complaining about, it costs more to develop. Shut up, man.
Mate, we live in a capitalist society. You can never make enough money.
There's always more money to be made.
There's not enough money.
The guys that are making the decisions are saying, I need to build a new extension to my house and I don't want to use my money, so I'm going to use your money. I'm sick of it, man. I don't want to hear these sub stories about, it's more expensive now. Shut up, man.
You have to respect the hustle, man. If someone's gonna pay £3 to change their clothes on a game, then let them pay £3. Like, it's what it is. To be honest, so I can't really blame them in it. They want to make their money in it, but
I understand it, but they still suck.
It does.
We can all agree with that, agree, but it's a money hungry world, man. They're always going to try and look for, even once we're done with that, they're going to be looking at the next project that's going to bring them more money. They're never going to say it's enough. So never expect your games to start getting cheaper or anything along the lines of that, because that is never happening.
Games are more expensive now.
It's horrible, but it's something you're going to have to accept. And if you're going to want to make it your hobby, or it's just going to start becoming a very expensive hobby.
The thing is,
it is already.
They say games are, you pay more because it costs more, but you get less. So say like with a fighting game on PS2, you'd buy Tekken Tag Tournament and you get everything because they can't add to it later. So you get the full game, you get all the characters, you get all the modes. Now they'll give you a base amount of characters and give you that game. Then they'll sell the other characters later on. They'll sell the other modes later on. So they've broken the game up. So you can't argue about, it should be the same price because you're not selling me the full game anyway. It should even be less. You've broken the game up now.
I get what you're saying, but to play devil's advocate, first of all, I don't agree with what the companies are doing. But if you think of something like Tekken, Call of Duty, multiplayer games, FIFA, whatever, the amount of hours that you get out of this game, and it's just one game, surely they must be thinking, look, we're giving you so much content, you're going to at least pay 100, 200, 300 hours on these games. Yeah. You can pay an extra £10.
But I feel like you always would spend that time. It's just the multiplayer was different before. Before it would be your friends coming over every day. You still get the hours in. It's just the way you get the hours in are different now because you can do it online. So I feel like it's you get the same amount of games now. They're made better. The graphics are better. Systems are better. But also the tools to create the games are better.
But all these things cost money, and all those things you just listed. True,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
they do cost money, but it's not like they're paying their staff more. Their staff are making the same money. Their staff's wages aren't going up.
That is true, but if you look at how much some games are paying on advertising to develop
That's their
it,
business.
like in the hundreds of millions.
Yeah, let's say,
Like,
but let's
they
say
need to recuperate that money somewhere. Yeah.
you spend 200 million developing a game. Most big games where you're going to spend that much, you're going to sell at least 10 million copies. And if you average that at £50, £40 a game, you've made all your money back plus profit, plus marketing money, plus everything. So they
what you
make
say,
their money.
they shouldn't try and make any more money because they've made enough.
No, I'm just saying you're being scumbags by passing the additional money they want to make over to us.
Yeah, but every company does that.
I was
though,
about to
man.
say,
It happens everything from food, electricity. It doesn't matter. Like, no matter what. Yeah,
There's
it
price
doesn't matter.
locks,
They're gonna
man.
pass that extra tax or whatever it is that they need to pay.
They're just trying to make
the
more.
consumer.
They always try that like they're super. We're for the customers. They're not, man.
oh no,
Go to hell.
Yeah. But if you buy in that story, then you know.
Who does
Wait,
buy
you're
that
the
story?
fool,
Some
innit?
people do buy that story,
It's
and
true.
then they
It's
spend
true.
10k on FIFA. That's the people who buy that story.
Yeah, if you got the money to spend, then why not spend it?
If you got the money to spend, boy,
Be free, man.
People need to start
people
boycotting
spend more
companies.
money on worse things anyway. So
Yeah.
it's just, I mean, it's up to the person at the end of the day, and I don't agree with. Well, I don't know the ins and outs of Xbox because they claim that their service, the price is getting higher and higher and all of that. I don't know much about how much it costs for them or whatever, but if they're just using it as an excuse and it's not actually the case, then it's a bad move, innit?
Maybe they are using it as an excuse, but it's not that they're lying. They're just leaving information out. Servers are costing us more because we have to create more, but also we get more customers who spend more money, and now we're making more profit. They just hide the half that they're making money off all of these spends.
If they have to go to one of these hearings, like this Zuckerberg is going to, they're gonna ask Hamlet to come in and he's gonna be doing this.
I will go.
So would you like to explain to us where is this money going? Where is the money going?
No, we do need to find that still.
It's going in their bonuses, all the money that the top people get, because it's not the developers seeing that. They make a good wage, but they don't make an equivalent wage to what they put into the games.
Yeah, that's something that needs to get changed in the future anyway. But
Because
I don't know, who knows.
really and truly, the developers are the most important people. They're making the games. That's how it was when gaming started. The developer was the main person, and they done everything.
Yeah,
But now you got big studios behind them, people in suits who have never played a game in their life, making all the decisions, don't understand gaming.
But they know how to make money.
That's it.
yeah, true.
And they know how to bring people together as well. Because them buying new studios and stuff like that is giving us better games.
But if you look at companies
also,
like...
if I'm going to invest like 10, 15 million of my own money into that game, I expect to get some money back at the end of the day.
What I'm saying.
No, but you will.
I expect to get some money back. So
You expect them to get money back, but they will. Like, if you look at companies like Naughty Dog, where someone like Neil Druckmann's very high up, and Neil Druckmann is a gamer, he loves the industry. His games that he puts out is quality, and he's giving PlayStation. A lot of the guys in their companies at the top are gamers. A lot of their companies, developers, all the higher up people are gamers, and they give you the full game, and then they give you extra. Ghost of Tsushima, they gave you a free multiplayer, and then a free PS5 upgrade with more stuff.
You're making an assumption though that the other companies don't have those same people in power. Like
I know EA doesn't. EA is suits. That's what EA is. Ubisoft is sexual assaulters in suits.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe they got rid of them. All I know is that
Hamlet's coming for next today, isn't it? Anyone else you want to
maybe not
there?
now. All I know is that they had a big scandal where there were sexual assaulters in the company, and that's not okay. And those were high ups people.
Yeah, no, that's
yeah,
true.
yeah, of course, yeah, true. Well, luckily Xbox went back on it anyway, so it is still £50 for the year, and now I think it's like £8 a month anyway if you still want it. But continuing on Xbox as well, finally their first exclusive, apart from Tetris, which I refuse to count as an exclusive, but the first exclusive has finally come out, which is the Medium. It came out on Thursday this week. So yeah, I don't know, have any of you tried it out yet?
I haven't played it now. How about you, Ams?
To be fair, I didn't like the way it looked before it came out. So when it came out, and I saw the reviews. I was like, no. Plus,
I like
I
the
haven't really been
concept.
playing this week, so I'm not gonna take the time.
Well, the thing was cool. Well, when I first saw the trailer, anyway, to me it looks a bit interesting. I haven't had the chance to actually play it yet. I'm gonna try and play it this week, but from Metacritic, it's got about 71 out of 100 at the moment on Xbox Series X, which I don't know, 7 out of 10. It's okay, but it's not good enough for an exclusive. Do you know what I mean? Or
It's good
or
enough
do you
for
think
a free
that's
game.
all right?
It could be. The thing is, so a game like Days Gone, I think that got between a 70 and an 80. But for me, that game was really fun, and there was a
Yeah.
lot in it to do. It's hard, isn't it? I feel like if you're doing a horror game like that, where there's less to distract you, like there's like in a zombie game, there's a lot of shooting, there's a lot of action to keep you engaged. When a horror game's getting a score like that, it feels like there'll be something missing as you're playing.
Yeah. Well, some of the reviews are saying that the story is just silly to begin with. So I don't know if that's influenced the decision to mark it down. I don't really know about the gameplay. The gameplay looks good, to me anyway. But yeah, they're saying that a lot of it just doesn't make any sense, kind of thing.
Yeah. I like the graphics, and I like from the preview when she had the power to put an orb around her. What I didn't like was some of the mechanics. The way she ran looked a bit stiff. The way she walked. But I felt the same about Hitman when I saw it.
Yeah.
It looked a bit stiff.
Yeah. Well, obviously, all three of us have played Hitman anyway. CJ, whereabouts in Hitman have you got to?
I played up to the second level now, so I finished the second level. I spent about an hour on that level the first time I played it, and I got 5 stars, so I was chuffed. I was like, yes.
That's it then,
Yeah, so I was like, at least that hour felt like it was worth its time. Sorry, I was in my own word when we was talking about the medium, but yeah, I think I don't know what I was doing. I think I was just daydreaming at one point. I saw the trailer for it, and I just thought, the idea of having 2 worlds looks really cool, but horror story games that don't really interest me too much. That anyway. Like zombie, fair enough. Like Emily said, action, I'm all in. But that one looks very slow, very like more puzzly. Let's try and work out what's missing. And I do like that on some games, but it looked a bit way too slow for me. Whereas Hitman has a lot of challenges and a lot of different ways you can play the game, and I think that's something I really, really enjoyed. And I think I was fuming when I played the first mission, and I only got 1 star, and I'm like, I ain't no punk. So what's this, bruv? What do you mean? Like, respect me. You know how many other challenges I did in that one mission while I was playing it, and you want to give me 1 star?
Nah.
I was vexed. I even googled it. I said, why did I get 1 star? Not even how do you get 5 stars. Why did I get 1 star? So yeah, the second mission, really happy getting the 5 stars on that, and it's just I think the game is brilliant. I didn't expect to get this kind of enjoyment out of it. Switching between games, I've always found the time to just switch that one on. So I play a lot of Call of Duty, as you lot know, and FIFA as well. But I'm not going to my PlayStation now just thinking, let me just switch on Call of Duty. I'm like, I can play Hitman for an hour. And the fact that I've had the game so long now and I'm still replaying the first 2 levels because I want to complete as many things on there as possible.
Yeah.
And I'm not getting bored on every time I play it. It's just amazing. Yeah,
that's the sick thing about Hitman, that you can literally come back, play it again, find a different way to kill the targets that you need to kill or whatever. Like, it's so mad. Honestly, like when I watch some videos on YouTube, some of the stuff that people are doing, I didn't even realize that you can even do it in the game.
Yeah,
it's so mad. Like,
it feels like the potential is limitless. Like there's so many ways.
There's so many things to do.
You can do, yeah. And I love
honestly,
that.
Some of the things I don't even know if the developers know that you can kill certain people in that way. Honestly,
yeah. I sat down and I was like, I played the mission for about 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and this is the first time I put the game on. And I turned and I finished it, and I was like, no, that's not good enough. Let me try that again. And then I tried it again, and then I was like, wait, so this time I could have done this, and this. But then I found poison. I said, no, we're gonna finish him
Yeah,
off this
yeah,
way.
yeah, poison.
There's so many different ways. Yeah,
So-
I'm really
so
enjoying
many.
it.
Yeah,
If you haven't played it yet and you was thinking about it, I'm highly putting that one up there for people to buy it. I don't know what score it got on Metacritic. Anyone know?
It's about 85 or something like that. Yeah, about that. I'm not 100% sure, but
I think
yeah,
it's
it's got
mid
a
to
lot
high
of
80s,
8
yeah.
and 9s out of 10. Yeah, so yeah, it's relatively high to be fair.
Strong performance. Have you played it, Ams? Or?
I played the first mission.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gone beyond that yet. The training mission, even on the boat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I played a bit of that.
I didn't even know there's a training mission. I just went straight into the thing.
Let's get busy.
Yeah, so
the thing
yeah,
I haven't done
just
yet,
straight in.
I want to get on and start shooting. I haven't really gone all out yet, and I just want to start taking off headshots. And I'm seeing there's some challenges like with sniper rifles and like killing both targets with one bullet and stuff like that. And when I start finding these weapons, and, it's gonna be a long day for these
It's
people.
gonna be serious. Yeah, no, it's got a lot of replayability. Honestly, if you're looking for a game that you can just play for hours, and then it's a fun game, man. Honestly, I'll say definitely look into it. To be honest, man, it's definitely a good game to look at, man.
It's definitely worth the money as well.
Yeah,
it's only like 54 in it, I think.
Yeah.
And I was happy to pay that. I at first I wasn't. I was thinking, is this game really gonna be that exciting? And now I feel like I've got a good deal. I feel like I got it for cheap. To be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've been waiting for a spy game because Splinter Cell seems like it's never coming back, and my beloved Metal Gear was murdered, so I need a spy game to play.
Yeah. Well, who's got? I think they said that. Is it IOI or?
Yeah.
They've been given the green light to do a 007
another
game.
Yeah.
And
I'm waiting for James Bond.
Woohoo! I'm ready to play
That's
that.
going to be absolute mad. If they get the budget, everything, it's going to be a mad game.
I've always loved James Bond 007 games. Like, not all of them have been reviewed very high. One that I loved was Tomorrow Never Dies. The first mission, you're skiing down a mountain shooting people. It was amazing. It wasn't good, but it was amazing. Take from that what you will.
I can't remember the last one I played. Yeah, there was one I played on the PS2. Oh, yeah, actually, no, it's not. It's not the same one that you're talking about. Actually, yeah, I can't remember.
I played every single one, man. The GoldenEye Double Agent, loved it.
That's the one I always think of. GoldenEye.
Yeah. Honestly, if you didn't play GoldenEye as a child, then I don't know what you were doing.
I didn't even play it much. I didn't play it much as a child because I never had the N64.
Yeah,
I only played it when going to cousins' houses, and then I borrowed an N64 from one of my cousins when I was about 13, 14, something like that. And I played a bit of it there, but I was more like focused on Mario 64 than GoldenEye.
Yeah.
But the second GoldenEye, the one on PS3 or PS2, I banged it. I love that game.
Well, I read online they said they're not going to bring any of the.
Those are the good old days, man. Good old days. So hopefully, if IO, if they make that game, I think they already have the basis from Hitman and all of that kind of stuff to make a decent spy game. So depending on whatever type of game they make, I think it's going to be a sick one, man. To be fair, so we'll definitely keep you lot posted on that as well. One more thing about Xbox as well. Xbox actually had a lot of news this past 2 weeks as well. But yesterday or 2 days ago, they finally confirmed that Halo Infinite, the Sandbox version, which is basically the normal gameplay, that is finally complete. It hasn't gone gold or anything like that, but you can play from start to finish. And right now they're just polishing up the bugs and just cleaning it all up so that they make sure that it's ready for Q4. Obviously, in recent times, we've seen when games have not done it properly. So I think they've given themselves ample amount of time to get it ready. They released the news on the low as well. Yeah. But obviously, it is their flagship game in it, so it is going to get around in it. But
and they haven't gone gold. Yeah. That's the important thing.
Yeah.
Once you go gold and you're like, okay, now let's fix the bugs. That's where you go wrong. There shouldn't be bugs on the disc. Not a lot of them, anyway.
Yeah, so they've got probably about 9 months, or maybe it might come out in September. I'm not really sure yet what they've said.
I think
but
Christmas.
They've got a couple months. Sorry, you think when?
I think Christmas around then. Christmas, when they have more Xboxes in stock. They're gonna try and but get a bundle.
It'd be like a relaunch,
Yeah, so yeah, hopefully they're able to get it right. And do you two think that they will be able to manage it, or do you think we might see something similar to what we've seen in recent times?
I think the fact that Cyberpunk messed up so bad, every game now has credibility to be able to delay their games, and people won't be disappointed. I think that you could actually sit there and say to yourself, "Oh, so it's not out this month, but you're telling me you're fixing stuff. It's fine, man. Just go and fix it. Go and fix it. It's fine. It's fine."
2024? Yeah, that's cool, man. Take your time, man. Few years, I can play it later on.
Oh, I mean, if you want me to come around and make a cup of tea so you can make sure you're relaxed while you're fixing it, I don't even mind.
Nah, I think you hit the nail on the head. The Cyberpunk took the L for everybody else. Yeah. So so now no one's gonna argue when they say they're delaying the game for 3 months because we're squashing out bugs. Just say, okay, cool. You lot do your thing. We're doing another 3 months. Do your thing. That's it. Like, no one's gonna argue.
Do you know what the problem is?
Returnal delayed their game as well.
Yeah.
That was March 19th. Now it's in April, isn't it? Oh. Yeah. See what I mean? So everyone's just like, "Oh no, we're delaying. It's delayed."
Yeah.
Some people might just start delaying for the sake of it, just in case. Like, let me just delay it. I don't know.
I
They're
think
scared to release their games.
I think delays are okay. It's just when you put a actual date on things and then you delay. It's like, why? Stop giving us dates. Just give us periods. And then if you're not gonna reach that period, then delay it and give us a new period. Don't give us it's coming out on the 20th of this month. Because if you don't reach that.
But the thing that I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I mean, obviously their goal is to release it 20th of this month or whatever it is, in it. But if it has to get delayed, it has to get delayed, innit, at the end of the day. I think the main problem with Cyberpunk was they were basically saying that it is ready. They were giving a lot of false news and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When the game was clearly not ready anyway. So
I feel like it's misleading.
So they flopped. Yeah.
When you give an actual date, it's like, we know this is coming out. We're ready for this. I feel like when you give a period of the year, it's like, okay, that's what they're aiming for.
Yeah, but it's kind of like a movie, like say like Fast and Furious. You could say it's coming out April 2021 or whatever, and then something might happen and it can't come out April 2021, or it's just not finished editing properly or whatever. So it has to get pushed back, and I think it's probably the same idea. I mean, you give yourself 5 years to build a AAA game, but for whatever reason, it's not ready at the time, innit? So yeah, you just have to push it back, innit? So
I think these games are being announced too early as well. You're announcing the game 8 years before it comes out, 7 years before it comes out. Just leave us. You're just gonna create hype. You can create hype 3 years. You don't need a full 5, 6, 7, 8 years to create the hype, man.
Yeah,
I think part of it is though. Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
You have to be able to promote the game to know, one, are people going to invest in it? Are people going to buy it? Because if you think, they say, oh, the new, I don't know, whatever game's coming out, the new Tony Hawk's coming out, and they're like, oh, no one's really hyping it up at all. We already know we're not getting buyers.
Yeah, 100%.
How are you going to get the investors that you need to be able to develop the game that you want?
A lot of them already have the funding for the game, and it's So a lot of games, they do promotions 2 years before it comes out. Like God of War, I think that was announced 2 years before it came out. And then the promotion started a year before. I think that's enough time to build the hype. If you put out a slice that's good enough to attract people, you're going to get the sales.
I think it's easy to say for God of War because God of War was a good game. It was a lot better than what people expected as well. So I think it's easier to say that, but for other games, you're not going to really get that same.
Sequels are easier, but even like let's say Days Gone, I don't think that was announced more than 2-3 years before it came out, and then the big marketing push started a year before, and they got it out in the right time period.
So,
but it didn't get the greatest reviews though. So
this is what I was gonna say, and I don't know how many people bought it either. No,
but that's what I'm saying. Like you said, let's say an average game, you still get out in time. They still got good sales on it.
Yeah. I guess. Well, to be fair, so Days Gone was a PlayStation exclusive as well, and you know PlayStation exclusives, they're gonna sell regardless anyway. I'm sure games like Cyberpunk was gonna sell because of who it's made by anyway, but yeah, if you build up the hype that much, it equals 8 million pre-orders. So
Yeah.
That's a
For,
ridiculous
for them, if the game had come out and even if it was still buggy, but it wasn't too bad, it's still a win kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But they're also
But-
they're selling on all platforms. The pre-orders would have come in, man.
Yeah.
There's a big pool of games to reach from because you got both generations of both major companies. You got PC, you got Stadia. You can get this from everywhere, man. You're gonna make your money.
I think it's
Chill out.
easier for some games, man. I think some games will, you know, they're gonna sell. I think the title, the branding behind it, you know, they're gonna sell. So they
Yeah,
don't
if you're
have to market
if you're
it
an
that way.
unknown company and it's a game that's not proven, you might need to do it a bit earlier. But there's no reason CD Projekt Red had to announce it so early, and then maybe they didn't have the Witcher prestige when they announced it. But then after that, just let it simmer, man. Take your time. You have the trust of the gamers.
But to be fair, they did let it simmer for a long time. They announced it in 2012, 2013, whenever it was, and you didn't hear anything about it for years.
Yeah.
Because they were focusing on The Witcher, and it's only when I think they released it, the 45-minute gameplay before E3 or something like that.
Yeah,
and then everyone was just saying that you have to see this game, you have to see this game. Then they released it, and then they were like, yeah, okay, this game's the one, kind of thing. So yeah, they did take their time to.
They also started from scratch, basically, which is one of the dumbest things ever, but fair enough.
Well, so many game companies do it, and then the game ends up getting cancelled anyway. But as you were saying, yeah. So Halo is hopefully due to come out, I think Q4 this year. So hopefully, who's it? Is it Bungie? Is Bungie that or 343 Studios that make it?
343 Bungie's moved on.
Yeah, so hopefully they're able to get it right, because after that thing they showed at Xbox's showcase, where they need to sort it out because it was terrible anyway. But yeah, I think personally that they'll manage to sort it out anyway. So
The shooting, I've been playing the Cold War campaign. Really good, looks good, controls good. There's little things you can do in it, like block picking and grabbing your enemy as a human shield. None of that cool stuff that I see in the Halo one, and that's a single player game, and it's like you're an exclusive. Do better.
yeah, it's true.
I love to hear this stuff. I'm just like, welcome to the dark side. Come with me. We'll see.
Call of Duty has really got you, you know. Oh my days.
The campaigns are always really good. I haven't played one in a long time, but yeah, in terms of like what I'm looking for graphically, COD's pretty much there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I think COD has basically perfected their game, to be honest.
Yeah.
They just need to make sure it's less than 200 gigabytes. That's it. That's the next thing they need to sort out, to be honest. But I don't think they get it anyway.
I think I was surprised that so many people are still playing Modern Warfare as opposed to Cold War, because that's been my problem, is the fact that I bought Cold War.
Which one do you prefer though?
I like Cold War.
I do like Cold War, but I think it's hard to actually give a preference because I'm playing Modern Warfare with more of my friends, because more of my friends have that. So, you mean if you jump on a party with 6 people and it's your whole squad is all your people,
everyone's playing.
you're gonna have a lot more fun in it. You can have banter and stuff like that. Whereas on Cold War, kind of playing on my own, but I'm still enjoying it. So if nobody's online, I'll play Cold War. I don't know if it's because I bought the game and obviously I want to make sure I get the most out of it. But I just had new challenges to do. Like I've already got like all the camos for my assault rifles and some machine guns and that on Modern Warfare. So
you've been playing, haven't you?
Like so you know you man know I like challenges, innit? So I have to play that one to see if I can do the same thing.
Man finished the battle pass.
Oh yeah, I finished the battle pass yesterday.
Finished the battle pass. That's 100 levels. I'm on level 20. I don't even think I'm on level 20. I think I'm below level 20.
I think we bought it the same day.
Man finished the battle pass.
You've been banging it. What? Well, how long's the battle pass for? 3 months?
How long is it out for? I think it's out for like 45 days, 50 days.
Man
maybe 2 months.
He's got to level 100.
No, I know people that's been there already, but we're not going to talk about that anyway. You know, certain people are better gamers, isn't it? So, you get XP quicker and...
Just a normal day. Just a normal day.
Halo will
Standard
probably
day
have
in
a
the
battle
office,
pass.
Where,
I really hope they've
as we said
improved.
already. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say I really hope they've improved Halo because I've never really cared for Halo, but it'll be nice to play. It's gonna be free for me anyway. It'll be nice to play a good first-person shooter on Xbox because I'm not buying COD on there. I'm not buying Battlefield on there. So boy, give me something.
Yeah.
I need a few games to come out on Xbox in order to get me to buy it. Now, I'm actually quite happy that I didn't buy it. I was really disappointed when it came out. I was like, maybe I should have just because I wanted it. But now that I sit back and look at it, it's like there's nothing really screaming to me to have that console right now.
True. Yeah, I mean, apart from the platforms, which a lot of them seem to be performing better on the Xbox, there's nothing else. And if you already have a PS5, for me personally, I wouldn't recommend you getting an Xbox Series X right now. Yeah, until they release a good 9 or 10 out of 10 game.
Especially if you're playing, because I think the next gen ones has been running frames per second smoother on the PS5. The next gen multiplats, it's mainly the backwards compatible ones that Xbox is crushing PlayStation.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's worth at the moment for multiplat.
Okay.
But I think eventually they're going to start releasing, like, if you enjoy Doom, it's going to be on there for free probably, the next one. There'll be Elder Scrolls games that I know you haven't played before, but I can say they're really fun.
Yeah, and there's a new Elder Scrolls coming out
Fable.
sometime this year or next year,
Fable's amazing. Gears, there's a few Gears on there for you to play that are worth it, I think.
Yeah.
But I still...
Gears, do Gears have online?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I need to try that out. I've never really tried it out.
Yeah.
I don't think anything's going to be able to pull me away. I don't think no shooter online is going to be able to pull me away from Call of Duty. But
I think it's the other stuff.
I need some story games. Yeah, I need some ongoing
like Fable.
challenges.
Fable and Elder Scrolls, those are the type of games where it's only going to be on there and they're worth playing. So if you end up liking them, you'll probably get an Xbox.
Fair enough.
And speaking about Gears, Xbox have released their games for gold for this month or so. Gears 5, that's going to be available for free if you have Xbox Live. And also Resident Evil, that is the other game that is on Xbox Live Games for Gold as well. And then PS5 or Sony have announced, Amlet's been waiting for this one anyway, so a new Sony exclusive, Destruction All-Stars, that's meant to be coming out next week as well. So that will be free on PlayStation Plus. And
Tuesday.
The other game was Control Ultimate Edition. Yeah, not the normal edition, the Ultimate one. So this is the one that is, this is the one that is optimized for PS5 as well. So it's a very big month for both companies, to be fair. Yeah, so you are getting a good deal, whatever console you get.
10 out of 10 month for both.
PlayStation. Yeah.
The only problem with Xbox is if you have Game Pass, you've really got those games. If you only have on Gold, then it's a 10 out of 10 month for you. But PlayStation's got that 10 out of 10 months no matter what you have. Because you're getting those games before.
Yeah. I know you were saying earlier, if you haven't got your consoles yet, if you have the PlayStation app,
you can. If you have PlayStation Plus and the PlayStation app, you can add them to your collection so you don't miss out.
So for those of you that don't have the PlayStation yet, might be worth doing because these games quickly go from being free to not being free
to being £70, mate.
Yeah.
So,
Destruction All-Stars is £70 game, so get it now while it's free. And then don't spend £70 when everyone gets a PlayStation and it booms, so everyone's playing it.
Yeah.
It'd be great when we come back to this later and it's not £70. I'm going to come to Amlet.
To be fair, if they drop the price, then they drop the price. That's good for everyone. That means we can play with more people online.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, so hopefully those games come out and they're good. Destruction All-Stars looks alright. Could possibly be next Rocket League or Fall Guys. Don't know, but well, of course we're hoping that it's going to be good, but we just got to wait and see anyway. So
Control,
high hopes.
Control's proven. I was going to say Control's a proven game. It was a Game of the Year contender, and you're getting the basically the definitive edition of it with the upgrade. So if you haven't played it, definitely get it. If you have played it, it comes with all the DLC, so get it anyway.
Once again, have the app and then download it and then just add it to your library. And last but not least, there's just a little bit of wacky news that I saw the other day, but the new Tesla Model S and Model X has the Model X, both of them have been announced, and apparently you will be able to play The Witcher 3 in your car. I don't know.
That's while it drives itself, so that you can drive home and you can play the game in the back.
That one sounds like a car crash waiting to happen. But yeah, I think what's called their old Teslas could play Cuphead and a couple other indie games, but they're saying that this new Tesla will be able to play The Witcher 3. So I don't know about that. I don't know if any of us are going to get a Tesla or anything like that.
That's kind of why I ignored the news. I don't know when I'm going to buy my Tesla.
One day.
But yeah. So if you're able to afford a Tesla or you've got access to one, apparently you might be able to play The Witcher 3 very soon. So.
Surely you could play it all already though. Like if you have Stadia, you can just load up an internet browser and just play it all.
Very true.
I'm being funny,
but it's the ultimate flex to play it in your car though.
I think they're making Teslas for people to have as their homes. Like, because I've seen the thing they've been making their bed as well.
Oh, you got the bed in the back, innit?
Black it out. They're basically saying bed, Netflix, and now gaming. You don't need a house, just buy a Tesla.
Yeah, just buy a Tesla. That's it, yeah.
And compared to other premium cars, it's not that expensive. Like, you'll spend $250,000 on a Rolls Royce. You're not spending that on a Tesla. You might spend 100,000 on Tesla, and you got an amazing car.
Yeah, true, yeah. Well...
Give us
100K.
I was about to say, my friend.
We'll try it out.
Obviously not for us, but if you can afford $250,000 Rolls Royce, a Tesla might be worth it.
No. If I can afford $250,000 Rolls Royce, I want the Rolls Royce. That's what I'm getting.
But Rolls Royce is like you get driven in it. You ain't buying a car for someone else to drive. Buy your own car, man.
So you're gonna buy the Tesla. And let
drive
it drive
myself.
You. It's gonna drive you.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
No, there's no way that they're gonna make it legal to auto drive everywhere. That would be insane.
Nah, you're living in the past. This is the future, mate.
Some people will, man.
The future is dangerous. All this stuff we see in sci-fi, it's not gonna happen. You can't trust people. Someone hacks your car.
There'll be flying cars soon. Don't worry, mate.
When someone hacks your flying car and you're thinking this isn't my house and it's taking you to get kidnapped, you'll find out why technology is bad. People are hacking into your car and it's driving off the road.
Cyberpunk's coming.
Yeah, literally.
The future is now.
The real cyberpunk's coming. But yeah, things good. Yeah, so that is most of the news from this week and some from last week as well. Once again, apologies that we couldn't make it last week. We will be here next week, and hopefully we should have something a little bit extra this week, courtesy of CJ. So yeah, just keep posted on the YouTube channel, and you should see that video very, very soon. But once again, from the MultiTap team, it's Andesino, Ams, CJ. Have a good one and a blessed week. Peace.
Peace.